Good afternoon, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever I'm reaching you at. You know it really doesn't matter as long as I'm reaching you with this important message. This is Brother Herman once again with Brother Herman's Sermons, and I'm coming to you in regard to our episode number 3 inside of the series 28, God is Within. Episode number 3 is He Said, Do Not Conform. What are you saying, Brother Herman? What I'm saying is when we made a decision to come back into this world, some of us for the first time, some of us for the second time around, for whatever reason, we had to come back and get it right. So when we came in, we come into a darkness. We come into a world filled with a lot of things that are not of God. So he says, do not conform to this world. Why, God? Because this world has a lot of things that are not of me. What are you talking about? He says, I'll be sending you to a land which does not accept me. Me, that means the truth. He does not accept the truth, the way, and the life. He says, many of the ones that you're going to be sent around or into their lands, they lie, they cheat, and they steal. They manipulate, they desecrate, and they kill. They have their hearts far away from me. Their hearts are cold, callous, filled with malice. And what do? These so-called individuals or groups, could be groups of people, they are simply trying to get us to conform to their way of life. And it's really not living, it's more like existing. Because in order to live, you must have love in your heart. You must have compassion and empathy for others. You must be willing to forgive. You must be willing to listen to others' opinions. And even if you don't agree with their opinions, well, you still cannot just attack them. You can't just disregard them, and you can't just try to eradicate people, groups of people, just because they don't want to conform to your way. So if you're the one that's out there that's filled with hate and despair and misery because you're miserable, why? Because your heart is far away from God. It's so far because God is not in your heart. There's nothing godly about your actions, your words, your thoughts. After all, your behavior comes from your thoughts, does it not? And if your thoughts are dark, then your words will be, your speech, it's going to follow. And if you walk around talking like you hate people of certain cultures and religions, beliefs, or whatever, religious beliefs, whatever it is that you're hating people for, without even knowing those people, they've never done a thing to you, then eventually your behavior is going to follow too. And when that happens, there's a certain thing called karma. It's going to pretty much come right back to you. So you're going to receive what you put out, whether you like it or not. It's going to come back. So rather than trying to get someone to conform to something that is not of God, ungodly, rather than trying to force a group of people to be like you, when that group of people know within their heart the way you are is not of God, rather than try to annihilate them and eradicate them just because they take a stance against what you believe in, I think the better thing to do would be to ask yourself a $1 million question. I can't kill them all, so what can we do that's going to bring peace and harmony? Well, why not try to read the Word of God and follow His instructions, and follow His blueprint for humanity, and not just a certain group of humanity, all groups of humanity. And no, we all don't believe in the same things, but we all do believe in one thing, and that's to keep the peace with all people, if it be made possible. And it is. How? Well, if you stop trying to force your ways and agendas onto others, you can keep the peace. If you stop kicking in people's doors and trying to take over their homes, run them out of their homes, you can keep the peace. If you stop trying to force them to buy your products and let them create their own products, you can keep the peace. If you just stop trying to force people to do ungodliness, unspeakable tragedies against humanity, I think you can keep the peace. So if this sounds like you, I suggest you just stop trying to force your way into somebody else's space and go pick up a good book, the basic instructions before leaving Earth. Might want to start with that. Then, look up and ask for forgiveness of all your evil deeds and thoughts, spoken words. Start there. Because if you do that, then you'll gain some peace. And it'll be a lot easier for you to keep the peace. This has been another one of Brother Herman's sermons inside of Series 28, God is Within. Episode number 3. He said, do not conform, and neither should we. Till next time, when I unlaunch episode number 4, no title yet, inside of Series 28. I want you to take care of yourselves, each other. May God continue to bless you, your families, and everyone around you. All of us, no matter what side you happen to be on at this time. May He touch your heart and help it to become contrite, if this is you that's got the calloused heart. And may He do it quickly, because God knows we all need a little peace, don't we? Do not conform to anybody's way of life if it doesn't resonate with God's way of life. Until next time, have a great rest of your day, your afternoon, and your night. This has been another one of Brother Herman's sermons. And I'm out.